फिर से अपने डेली लीड कोड चैलेंज को लेके एंड today's question is hard problem guys. So first of all we read the problem. Basic title of the problem is count vowels permutation. We have given an integer n and our task is to count how many strings of length n can be formed by these rules. So guys, we have to follow some rules for making a string of a particular length which were given as in a question considered as n. So each character is a lowercase vowel a, e, I, o, u. Each vowel a may be followed by an e. Each vowel e may only be followed by a or I. Each vowel I may not be followed another vowel I. It means I is followed by a, e, o, u. Next, each vowel o may be followed by an I or u, and each vowel u may only be followed by a. And we have too many answers and too large answers, so we use a modulo operations. So guys, here is some examples. So let's discuss. First of all, as we very well know, ki if we considered as n of 1, then a, e, I, o, u all are the answers. So basically our answer is going to 5. But in case of length n equals to 2 or some greater number, we have to form a number of strings and we have to calculate it by a particular rules which were given to us. So first of all we write the rules. Okay, basically we have some key which is like a, e, I, o, u, and here are some values which were followed by these numbers. Like a we have followed by e we have followed by a or I is not may not be followed by another I. It means a, e, I, o, u, and our o is followed by I and u is followed by a. So guys, these are some key value pairs. So now we have to think for n equals to 2. Basically for n equals to 1, in our first step we have taken any vowel. So basically our first vowel is a, e, I, o, u, and after these vowels we have to calculate how many number of steps these are followed. Like a, for a it's only e, so a, e. For e we have only a or I, so a, ei or ea. Similarly for I, similarly for o, similarly, and then at last we have to count and return as our answer. So guys, what you seen here, you see we have using a recursive approach, and that recursive approach we easily convert into the memoized solution. No issue. Yes. And for storing the values we have using a map in which we have make a vector of characters which were followed by these keys and their values. Okay, so let's discuss with our code. So come to the coding part guys now and start coding. Okay, so first of all we have to make a unordered map of character, and with character there is some vector of character which were stored in it which as mp, and there is a modulo operation e9 plus 7. Okay guys, these are our private things. Now we make we have to count the vowel permutation, and for that what we can basically use, we just considered here C is as our previous character, and in the previous character, as you know, we can take any number of characters like A, like E, like I, like O, and like U. Okay, now after this we have followed a, and in following the a, what are our answers seen here? Okay, a is followed by e only. M E M E is followed by A or I. Okay, M I is followed by A, E, O and U, and this O is followed by I and U, and MU is followed by A. Okay guys, these are our basic mapping things which we already done as a key value pairs. Okay, now what we can do, we just making, okay, memorization बाद में करेंगे. सबसे पहले we have to done as a recursive function. So I use a helper function here, and in this helper function we have passing a n, we have passing 1, we have passing c, and we have passing, okay, that thing we passed in the later. Okay, now we make our helper function first, and this helper function is basically our int function. Okay, now int or long int, I think long is best thing, है ना, because our solution is going higher. Now int n, int idx, we have a character which is as previous. Okay, now our basic thing is, अगर हमारा idx is greater than n, then we have to return 0, similar thing. And if I is equals to n, जैसे ही हमारा i equals to n हो गया, ठीक है गाइस, तो हम इतने क्या करेंगे, तो हम सिंपली स्विच केस चला देंगे अपना, and in this switch there is a previous, and previous we have some cases like a, and for that I have to return what, how many functions we have formed after a. As you know, our count is 1, so 1 is found, return, and I make a copy of it. Okay guys, now I just make our cases one by one. First of all, our first case is a, next is our e, and e how many form? 2. Next, in next we have I, and I we have form 4 different. O में हमारे कितने बन सकते हैं? O में हमारे, okay guys, in O we have form 2, and O के बाद हमारा U and U have form 1 and after this we have a default. Okay, and in default we have form all 5. Okay, so this is our switch case, and after done our switch case, next is our what, we have store it, we have checking our if condition, and after this we have int I equals to previous minus a, and in this previous minus a, now our basic thing which we have to done here is what, we have to check it. Okay, so I have considered a long answer. Okay, we have two long answer, and for this I just using a auto, and auto what we can next equals to mp and previous, and in this previous we just store our helper as our recursive call, and in this helper what is n, our n is going here, and with n there is our next, and in this next our n is going here, our next is going here, and our I plus 1 is here is going, and we have to do a mod, and here we return our answer. Okay guys, रन करते हैं. There is a compiler error for I. Okay, it's idx. We have using a m which is mp 8. Okay, so guys, one test case is our fine, but another test case we have getting output 3 only. Okay guys, so basically what we doing wrong is that we have to do a one thing, like for this we have using I, but I is not for this, we have using here a idx basically. Okay, we have using a idx here which were given in an initial helper, and then we run our code. Okay guys, so it's going to accept. Now we convert it into a what, into memoized solution. So basically here I using a vector of long and long dp, and in this dp what we can basically done a vector of long n plus 2 and vector of long vector of long (26 minus 1). Okay guys, this and this, yes, Now we add on here as a DP and we pass it here vector long it's our DP, and in this helper function we have to pass a DP. And now there is one condition here कि if DP of what DP of idx and I does not equals to -1, just we have to return DP of I dx and I. Okay, and here we have to store DP of idx and DP of I. Okay guys, let's run the code again. We have some compiler error. Wait a minute. Yes guys, so it's going to accept it. Yes guys, our daily Leetcode challenge is completed. I hope you like this video. Share this video to your friends and comment it.